What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld. And what we're going to be taking a look at right now is 99 speed Tyreek Hill. I'm going to show you guys really quickly in the lineup how he's stacking up. I'm going to give you guys some insight into it because you guys went way above the 300 likes that was necessary for you to even get this video. So thank you for everybody that was able to do that. Right there, we're showing you right there the 99 speed. He is also a 97 Excel. Now, I'm going to break down a couple things for you guys to understand. This is Madden 19, so pretty much what I try to say is a lot of you guys that have been watching Madden, football, you guys started like around the 16, 17 years. There was Madden before that, believe it or not. And there was a time where certain things mattered more than it does right now. And one of the biggest things that I have an issue with is the fact that you can't really get the separation that you used to get when the game was more realistic. For instance, in this game right here, like you can see the guy has Deion Sanders already, whatever. He can do whatever he wants. The dude's garbage. We're going to take care of that guy. And I have another video coming for you guys. All you got to do is like this video and get this video up to 300 likes again. And I'm going to show you a video where Tyreek Hill one-on-one destroys Deion Sanders' life. Like it was really, really bad. Okay, now, for those of you guys that are on the fence of getting Tyreek Hill, I'm going to explain something to you. The first two things. Yes, at this point, you should be aware that even if you didn't complete the actual blitz sets, you will be able to power him up using training points in a week. All right. So for anybody that has that question, that is pretty much, it is true. It's valid. It's been out there for like the last week. But if you didn't know, I just want to make sure you guys understand that. So that way everybody knows exactly what's going on with that. Number two, is he really, really fast? Yes, he is. Can slower corners keep up with him? And in some cases, run him down like he's Gary the Snail from SpongeBob? Yes, that's also true. But let me just explain something else to you guys, right? This is one of the biggest things you have to understand. A lot of the feedback that goes into this game is generated from people that don't really know how to play Madden. You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes that be complaining about certain things, they're just raging because they're used to the new format of the game. But in all honesty, even if you give everybody what they want and you just make it so that when somebody has a release, they actually run past somebody. If they have a step, they actually beat them. Like how every Madden was prior to 16's first patch. That's like, bro, I don't even mind this guy running inside zone on me. But like, he could literally pick my mom's up and take her out on a date. Like, you could do whatever you want. Just give the people the basics. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you press Randy Moss at any time in your wildest dream, you should not be able to see his butt cheeks. That's how far he should be ahead of you. That's all I'm really asking about. But this guy that I'm playing is a perfect example. Pretty much right here, he just wants to run inside zone and everything like that. So I'm not even really interested in anything he's doing, to be honest. Like, it doesn't really matter what he's doing. I knew the guy sucked from the first play. Like, when you come out just running inside zone like a psychopath, I understand what you're all about. Now, typically with 3-4, the one thing you're going to notice is when dudes are running, because sometimes these dudes know how to use aggressive with their line, and they'll run inside zone, and they'll get better blocking. You see like how he's blocking right there? That's not aggressive, but that's, okay, yeah, bro, dot me real quick. That's not aggressive, but I'm just trying to give you guys an example. Aggressive blocking, they will latch on to them similar to that on a run and just not let them go. And a lot of you guys, you have a lot of issues with it, like getting off the block and stuff like that. Pretty much pinching your line helps. Running two-man under helps. If you play a psycho that's consistently running inside zone, for some reason that has worked tremendously. But again, when you're in the red zone, we all know what happens in the red zone. It's basically the dead zone. So you just have to play basic cover twos and just chill out, bro. And dudes will just come in and do that kind of stuff. And it's almost impossible to score unless you get hit with one of those high point passes or something like that, because they do an in route and then your zone doesn't cover it. Dumb things like that, they'll be able to score. But usually inside the red zone, you're not going to have any issue. All right, so I just wanted to point some of those things out because you guys are very, very interested in understanding will Tyreek Hill bring a different dimension to your offense? And the honest answer is yes, because you really can't press them like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that they used to have it with 3-3-5 odd, where you could press them out of the the linebacker crossfire. That would probably still be able to work if the contains work the same way. But now, because the contains don't rush, it's a little bit different now. So you should be able to get a step. And the one thing that I noticed is that when you do get a step, right, and the person, like the corner is behind you, let me know if you guys have noticed this. After the patch, the guy that you're burning, he's able to speed up and get in front of you. So I don't know exactly what that is, but I did notice that earlier today, that when a guy has a step, you no longer really keep that step. Unless you're like 5 yards ahead, You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to be able to do anything. But theoretically speaking, in most of the Maddens that were released prior to 16, once you got that step, it was a wrap. It was, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like real football. Either you're going to drop it or you're going to catch it, but there was no way for the guy to recover the way that they let them do it in this game. So I do enjoy Tyreek Hill and his speed. I'm really, really enjoying it. I do like what he brings to the table, but I just want to make sure that, you know, a lot of you guys are making like those funny comments like, yeah, bro, he won't be able to run past anyone. Richard Sherman with 87 speed is going to lock him up. You guys make jokes, and we all know that that's pretty much true. But at the end of the day, like, at some point, I think they're going to have to get it right. At some point, like, it's no way that you can continuously just do this. Like, you see what's happening over there? Okay, I don't know what he was doing. Who is that guy that's running that slow? Yo, that dude was number 75. Who is that? That's me and Joe Green? I'm glad I didn't pick him up. Yo, that dude is mad slow, though. Yo, what was he doing? I shouldn't even have run out of bounds. I should have just stayed in bounds and just didn't care, bro. That was really, really weird what just happened. How did this guy... Okay. I don't know what was going on, but that dude was definitely Gary the Snail, though. Like, what was that all about right there? That was really, really weird. But that's neither here nor there, though. The bottom line about the situation is, like I was saying, once you start getting... Like you see him crossing right there, right? Look what happens. You see like how he starts running upfield and the guy can't catch up? That I noticed was different than any other player because his acceleration is a 97. So I do want to point that out. If you run crossers with him, when he gets that angle, he won't get caught from behind. He absolutely won't get caught from behind. And like I told you, I want you guys to be able to see the video I'm talking about against Deion Sanders, where he beat him on a streak, and I kind of figure out like what you're supposed to do to get the ball to them. Because remember, the Deion Sanders that I'm playing against in the video I'm talking about, that's the new Deion, the 99 speed, 99 man, 99 zone Deion. So he's not supposed to get burnt ever, but Tyreek Hill burns him. So I just want to make sure that we point it out and understand there is a way for you to be able to get the ball down the field and throw it to them deep. You just got to time it the proper way. But for crossers, regardless of if they're playing like the, even if they're playing like the purple zones, like the basic curl flats, he will still run past anyone. All right, he will run past anyone. That's almost goes without saying, the way that this man is moving around. So his speed does show up, but it's just not the way that I typically like it. I like to beat dudes over the top because that just makes it more exciting when it's their player against your player, and you just know you got the better player, and it just goes like that, as opposed to having to run a crosser every play. But you know what? We have to do it like that. We're going to have to do it like that because what is that? Who's that? Who is that? Is that Slay? Bro, is that Mr. Slay your girl? Like, what are you doing? You couldn't play that? Like, what? You're supposed to pick that, bro. Like, what? All right, it doesn't really matter. That's the thing. I'm going to talk to him in the office. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to bring him in. I'm going to have his chick right on my lap, and we're going to talk about it because he's going to be removed from the squad effective immediately. But that's neither here nor there. Look, ultimately, what I'm trying to explain is this, right? A lot of you guys were able to get Tyreek Hill for free. I'm just letting you know, if you decide to sell him, you're going to regret it because EA will be patching this game more and more, and, you know, proper feedback will be given to them. And you never know. Before this year is out, they might fix it so that the speed threshold actually works. If that works, the one thing I can give EA credit for is that they usually pick up where their most recent patch was. Like, after they screwed the game up in Madden 16, it was done for, like, 2 years or whatever. Like 16 and 17. Like 17 was all right because the swerve was in the game, and you could just at any given time to swerve somebody's lights out of you, bro. Just swerve their eye sockets out of their head. That's what made Madden 17 playable for me. I was swerving little daddies and getting swerved. And it was the best feeling in the world because you knew it was going to happen. Your opponent knew it was going to happen. And whether it was going against you or that, like, it was a dangerous game, but it was fun, in my opinion, because I lost games on last minute swerves in three deep. So I could tell you I have a lot of heartache and pain from it, but I love that was in the game because it countered what was a terrible game. In this game right here, there's not really much you can do about a lot of the things that people do. All right, like there's not much that you can really use to counter or do anything about. If a dude comes out just being the biggest idiot he possibly can be, there's usually no counter to it. You're going to have to fight. It's going to be a hell game, and you're going to have to get lucky to win that game. It never used to be like that. So all in all, T.Y. Hilton is also really good. So you can see right now, temporarily until they release the new Moss, these two guys are going to be out there because more than likely they have to give Moss a 99 speed. You know what I'm saying? The one thing I got to give EA a shout out about is that they were able to make sure that Tyreek Hill got his 99 speed the easiest way because if you watch him play football, if you watch any football game that guy's been in, he just, bro, he walks like he's running. Like it's ridiculous. So they did the right thing by giving him the 99 speed. Now all they have to do pretty much is fix the way that dudes just stay with him. Like, dudes honestly just stay with Tyreek Hill. Like, bro, they run around with him like he's Larry Fitzgerald. Like, it's really, really crazy. But this dude right here, he's understanding at this point that it's starting to get really, really wild. And we were able to at least give you a little bit of action about what happened with Tyreek. So you should have learned that pretty much the way I'm going to utilize him right now, I'm going to probably put him on post routes because he does have deep route chemistry. I'm going to put him on post routes and deep crossers until I can figure out how to really, really beat someone deep. But like I said, 300 likes, and you're going to see Tyreek Hill versus Deion Sanders. You won't want to miss that. Trust me. So do what you got to do, guys. Enjoy your day. Until next time, one love.